John Cena exposes Brock Lesnar. LA Knight wins EC, The Rock mystery box, AJ Styles return plan. John Cena just said something about Brock Lesnar that WWE does not want trending right now. And before this video is over, you are going to understand exactly why the timing of what Cena said is either the most courageous thing a retiring legend has ever done or the most calculated, deliberate grenade ever thrown inside a locker room. Either way, the fallout is going to be massive. And that is just the beginning of what we are breaking down today, because LA Knight just did something at Elimination Chamber that nobody, and I mean nobody, gave him credit for being able to do. The Rock is hiding something inside a mystery that is driving the entire internet insane, and AJ Styles has a return plan so carefully constructed that when it finally happens, the WWE universe is going to absolutely explode. Stay with me. Every single topic today connects, and by the end of this video, you will see the full picture. Let's start with the bomb that John Cena just dropped. John Cena is on his farewell tour. This man is making his rounds, city by city, saying goodbye to the business that made him a global icon. And when you are on a farewell tour, you have a choice. You can be safe. You can be diplomatic. You can shake hands, kiss babies, and exit gracefully. Or you can decide that after 2 decades, you no longer owe anybody anything, and you start telling the truth. John Cena chose the truth. In a recent interview that has since spread across every wrestling forum, every dirt sheet, every fan account on the internet, Cena made comments about Brock Lesnar that are so loaded, so pointed, so deliberate in their phrasing that you cannot read them as anything other than a direct exposure. Cena did not scream. He did not accuse. He did not rant. That is not Cena's style. What he did was far more damaging. He spoke calmly, specifically, and with the kind of detail that only someone who has been in rooms with Brock Lesnar, in real rooms, real conversations, real backstage moments, could possibly know. Cena essentially drew a line between the Brock Lesnar that the public sees and the Brock Lesnar that exists behind that curtain. And the picture he painted was not flattering. He spoke about professional accountability, about how certain people in this business coast on physical gifts and fear rather than earning respect the way others have had to earn it. He talked about what real dedication to this industry looks like versus what it looks like to simply show up, collect checks, and leave others to carry the weight. Now, was Lesnar named explicitly in every line? No, but the wrestling world is not stupid. The context, the timing, the specificity, it all points in one direction. And the reason this is so significant right now is because of what is currently swirling around Brock Lesnar outside of WWE. The legal and investigative clouds that have been hanging over Lesnar have not gone away. They have gotten more complex. And Cena, a man who spent years as the face of WWE alongside Lesnar, choosing this exact moment to make these kinds of comments is either a coincidence or it is the most strategic truth-telling we have ever seen from a departing legend. People are furious. Lesnar's supporters are calling this a betrayal. Cena's supporters are calling it bravery. And the wrestling internet is completely ablaze. I want to know what you think. Drop it in the comments right now. Is John Cena a hero for saying this, or did he cross a line? Because this debate is not slowing down. Now let's talk about what happened at Elimination Chamber, because LA Knight just cemented himself as one of the most important figures in WWE heading into WrestleMania season, and the disrespect he is still receiving from certain corners of the internet is absolutely infuriating. LA Knight won the Elimination Chamber match. Let that sit for a second. In a match that featured some of the most physically dominant, most decorated competitors on the SmackDown roster, LA Knight walked in with the crowd behind him and walked out as the winner. And the reaction inside that arena was the kind of genuine, organic, unscripted explosion of noise that cannot be manufactured. You cannot fake what happened when Knight's music hit as the last man standing. But here is what is making people angry. There is a section of the WWE universe vocal, persistent, and absolutely determined that is still refusing to give this man his flowers. Still calling him a mid-card act who got lucky. Still insisting that his Elimination Chamber win is a setup for a WrestleMania loss rather than a WrestleMania moment. And the argument being used against Knight is the same tired, recycled argument that has been used to hold him back in booking conversations for 2 years, that he cannot carry a marquee match, that his ceiling is the crowd reaction and not the actual result. Last night destroyed that argument. Completely and permanently. LA Knight survived eliminations that would have ended lesser men. He was strategic when he needed to be strategic and explosive when he needed to explode. And in those final minutes of that chamber match, when it was down to Knight and his last opponent and the crowd was at a fever pitch, he delivered with a performance that belonged on the biggest stage this company has. The movement inside that arena was so loud that it bled through your television speakers and into your living room. The WrestleMania implications here are enormous. Depending on which championship picture Knight steps into, we could be looking at the most crowd-supported underdog WrestleMania main event story since Daniel Bryan in 2014. And if WWE has the wisdom, and I emphasize the word wisdom, to fully commit to this LA Knight WrestleMania push rather than pulling the rug at the last second the way they have done to him before, they could have an all-time moment on their hands. The question is, do they trust him? Do they actually believe in LA Knight the way the WWE Universe does? Tell me in the comments. Do you think WWE gives LA Knight a legitimate WrestleMania title win, or does he get sacrificed to make someone else look strong? I genuinely want to know what this community thinks. Now this is the one that has the entire wrestling world spinning, because The Rock Dwayne Johnson has been teasing something hidden. Something he is describing, through cryptic social media activity and carefully worded comments in public appearances, as a mystery that the WWE Universe is not ready for. The speculation is running completely wild right now, and the theories range from the fascinating to the absolutely unhinged. Some people believe The Rock is teasing a return to in-ring competition ahead of WrestleMania. Some believe the mystery involves a new faction, a new alliance, a new chapter of the final boss character that goes even deeper than what we saw last year. Others, and this is the theory that is gaining the most traction on wrestling forums this week, believe that the mystery box involves a surprise involving a name that nobody is currently connecting to The Rock publicly. What makes this particularly maddening is how deliberate The Rock is being. This man is one of the most media-trained, most strategically intelligent public figures on the planet. He does not post accidentally. He does not tease without purpose. Every cryptic word, every vague reference, every smirked response in an interview is calculated to do exactly what it is doing, keeping the wrestling world obsessed and talking. And it is working. The Rock as the final boss character unlocked something in WWE storytelling that the company had not tapped into in years. A villain with genuine mainstream star power. A heel who could sell out arenas and trend globally without uttering a word. If that character returns with an added layer with whatever is inside this mystery box, the WrestleMania season heat could reach levels we have not seen in a generation. I am watching this situation every single day, and the moment anything breaks, Wrestling News CC will have it first. Make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on, because when this mystery unravels, it is going to move fast. And finally, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. A man who has been absent from WWE television and whose silence has somehow made him louder than anyone currently on the roster. Here is what we know about the AJ Styles return plan and why it is smarter than almost anything WWE has booked in recent memory. Styles did not disappear because of injury politics or contract disputes in the traditional sense. The disappearance was strategic. The plan, according to everything circulating in reliable backstage channels, involves bringing Styles back at a moment of maximum impact, not just as a returning superstar popping up on a random episode of SmackDown, but as a carefully positioned return that immediately slots him into a major WrestleMania storyline. The names being connected to a potential Styles return program are exactly the kind of names that make this exciting, and the creative direction being discussed would give AJ Styles a WrestleMania moment worthy of his legacy, a legacy that, if we are being completely fair, has not been given the proper final chapter it deserves inside WWE. AJ Styles is one of the greatest to ever do this. His in-ring work, his character evolution from the club era to the face of SmackDown to the villain to the veteran, it has been one of the most complete careers WWE has ever hosted. And the idea that his final major program could be built around a return that the entire WWE universe has been starving for is genuinely exciting. The timing is everything. And if the plan holds, if WWE executes this the way it has reportedly been mapped out, the AJ Styles return moment could be one of the most emotional, most electric moments of WrestleMania season 2026. Today was a lot. John Cena exposing Brock Lesnar. LA Knight proving every doubter wrong at Elimination Chamber. The Rock hiding something that could change the entire landscape of WrestleMania. And AJ Styles with a return plan that could deliver one of the greatest comebacks of the year. Every single one of these stories is moving fast. Share this video right now with every wrestling fan you know, because these conversations need to be had loudly and everywhere. Comment below with your hottest take on any of these 4 topics. And if you are not subscribed to Wrestling News CC, fix that immediately. We are just getting started.